And then my senior year in high school, I had a girlfriend named Tatum. She's actually my wife now. She got pregnant, and we have a beautiful son. He's 8 months old. And that's when I came to talk to Stoney and said, hey, I need to change. You know, I want to step up and do the right thing and serve my country and, you know, get an education, have education for my son, all those things. I really wanted that, you know. Graduated Prescott, and then got married about a month later, and shipped out about 2 months later. I went in open general, which is basically you choose when you get there, and they can. What did they choose it for you?
No, you're going to make a list of. You're going to get a list of about 7 jobs or so that you choose from. That you're going to say, hey, these are the jobs that I want to do from the open general category, and we're going to try our best to get you one of the jobs that you ask for out of the 7 jobs that you choose when you go down to basic training.
But yeah, so anyways, I went in open general. Was lucky enough to become a 1-0, which is basically an operations intelligence analyst, and went over to Goodfellow, which is in San Angelo, Texas, so about 4 hours away from San Antonio. Was stationed there for about 8 months doing tech school. That was a very, very tough school, very, very hard. Honestly, throughout high school, like him, you know, see on a good day, but I wasn't very too book smart. As I got a 58 on my ASVAB, so I required the minimum score for my job, and you know, went through and I pushed myself. Honestly, I didn't think I could do it. I remember calling him. You know, I was like, "Hey, I'm out of here. I'm going to be out of the Air Force because there's no way I can do this job." I pushed myself and I did it. You know, and you have to definitely work hard and want it. And I wanted to stay in the military because at the time, a lot of kids were getting kicked out if they failed. That's just how it was, you know. And so I didn't want to fail, and I really pushed myself. I studied a lot. It was a lot of studying, hard tests. Actually, what we do as a 1-0, it varies. We're kind of a wide variety of intelligence, but for the most part, what we do is we give briefings. So whether we be, you know, briefing pilots, briefing commanders on the situation, whatever it may be. So my unit in Germany, I'm going to Vogelway, Germany here this week, and basically what we do is just we monitor OPSEC, you know, and basically we just want to make sure no information is getting out that's not supposed to get out. From what I've heard, it's a fairly simple job, so I got lucky. Being in the military, I've made a lot of friends. You meet people from all over, really, all over the United States. It's kind of fun hearing everybody's background and, you know, seeing where they're from. And they go all over, and what's just kind of nice about that is, you know, when we come back to the States, I have people in Las Vegas I can stay with, California. So you meet a lot of great people, and it's a great time. I absolutely love it. I wanted to say, you know, when I first joined, I was going to get out after 6 years, but, you know, being in it for a year and realizing that it's really not that bad, and I mean, who knows, I might do 20 and retire when I'm 38, who knows. But like I said, it's been a really great time. Is there any questions or anything?
Did you go to college?
I did not go to college, but I almost got, I'm like 2 or 3 credits away from my associate's degree. That's why the Air Force is so great. So you get your education, but no, I got college credits for basic training, and then my tech school, I got almost 40 college credits for my tech school. So I almost have my associate's degree, and then when I go to my unit, I'm definitely going to concentrate on school. That's one of my bigger focuses. But yeah, I definitely value education, and if I had the chance to redo it, I definitely would in high school. I wish I would have paid attention, you know. Not that I didn't pay attention or anything, but no, I wish I would have tried a lot harder. Definitely, you know, looking back on it now, and, you know, being older and being wiser, I would definitely do a lot of things different. But yeah, like I said, I got my college credits from those 2 things, and then I should have my associate's degree soon, and then I'm going to work up towards my bachelor's. But, is there any other questions?
How old are you? Probably a dumb question, but.
How old am I? I'm 19. Yeah, I'm young. But yeah, I plan to stay in for maybe 20 years. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Do you like what you're doing in intelligence right now?
I love it. Honestly, it's very, very neat. It's neat knowing things that people don't know. Not everybody, you know, can work on the stuff very, very stressful at times, I'll be honest, with school, very stressful. We have this exercise at our school, and it just takes a wear on you, you know, and it's very tough, but in the end, it's going to be a good job for when I get out. But as of right now, I absolutely love it. School
I'm
is
sure you have
everything.
access to a lot of stuff you can't tell us. Huh?
Yeah, of course, but no, it's fun. It's a fun job, very fun job, and I'm fortunate to get it. This guy's been here since day one, and as you can see, you know, he didn't just recruit me and then leave me. It's not what he's all about. You know, we're still great friends, and we talk every day. Yeah, he's a great guy, and very good at what he does. Very good at what he does, and he actually will care about each and every one of you. I can guarantee you that. But is there any other questions? Yeah.
Did you have to learn a second language for your job?
I did not. The language part is a linguist, and that's in the intelligence career field as well. But no, for my job, I didn't have to. Majority of what we do is, like I said, we brief, and it's most likely going to be about aircraft or whatever. And yeah, that's basically what we do. But no, I don't know a second language. I know a little bit of Spanish, but that's about it. Is there any other questions?
Yeah. Why the Air Force?
Why the Air Force?
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, it was what I wanted. I knew that if I was going to join any branch, and I failed to mention, my senior year, I was kind of thinking about it. Reality kind of hit me. I was like, whoa, what am I going to do? Like, my grades aren't that good. Honestly, they weren't that good. I didn't really apply myself in school, but my senior year really hit me, and that's what I kind of knew I wanted to do. As far as the Air Force, I like the branch out of all the other branches, honestly. My dad, like I said, was 17 years, and I knew it was what I wanted to do. As far as my brother's in the Army, he's a mechanic, he's stationed in Colorado, but he wasn't very happy. You know, they made him do a lot of stuff that he didn't want to do, and it was just, you know, working a lot on weekends, and he just didn't really like the Army, and he's just like, oh man, the Air Force has it so good, and he was always talking about it. And I was like, all right, well, that's what I want to do. So, yeah, I definitely, it hit me my senior year that that's why I wanted to choose it. And then, you know, talking to him and him putting on his moves and recruiting me, he did a good job. And, you know, I'm very happy with my choice. Very, very happy. But yeah, good stuff. Does anybody have any other questions about?
Would you rather have chosen anywhere else to go than Germany? Like, you could be stationed anywhere else with it.
It's a good question.
It's kind of unusual for a young person to go like this.
It's a cute
You stay 2 or 3 years or whatever, time it's stateside. So because it's intelligence, that's an advantage.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't say I was happy, but I wouldn't say I was sad when I first found out. I didn't like the fact that I love America, so it's like, you know, I don't know, the whole thought of being over there and being away from my family, I'm really family oriented, so I'd love to be close to my family. But then, you know, having a wife and son, having them over there with me is going to be a huge help. But if I had to choose any other place, I actually originally thought I was going to Hawaii. That's where my other half of the unit is, and they're stationed out of Hawaii. So when I looked it up, it said that I was going to Hawaii. So I was so happy that I found Germany. And I was like, oh, Germany. But you know, I'd say I really can't appreciate it until I get over there. But I'm definitely very, very excited. I really can't wait. It's gonna be a great time. I'm going over there for 3 years, and
Quite an experience.
oh yeah, I'm gonna travel and do it all. And so
Guys, look at the map here. Why don't you let them see this? See, the point is this Kaiserslautern. If you look at all of Europe, it's right here in the middle of Europe. So literally, these are small countries, smaller than all of our states, some of our counties. But I mean, in 2 hours, you could be in Switzerland. It's close. Drive from here to Phoenix and be in Switzerland. That's not bad, is it? Or here to Phoenix and being in Brussels. Okay, I think Paris is probably 4 hours. Tucson. Drive to Tucson and be in Paris. That's not bad. And being young, with a young wife and kids that you can throw in the back and root. And that's exactly what I did, because I was in England as I show you guys, y'all need to go out and see the world. And when you grow up and you want to put kids in PHS, come back to Preston High School. But I'm just saying, it's a perfect situation for him. You'll probably deploy though, right?
Yes, sir.
Where might you deploy to?
I have been communicating with my sponsor, which basically every time you PCS, when you change stations, they are there to help you, find a house, do whatever, help you with your paperwork. And so I've been communicating with them, and they said that when we mainly deploy, we deploy to Qatar. So that's where we mainly deploy.
Oh guys, where's Qatar?
That was in India.
Oh, it's in India. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
Qatar. Where is Qatar? Or Qatar is another way of saying, okay. This is on the Persian Gulf, and you can see it's right key point on the Persian Gulf. This is Iran, okay, that may shut down these straits. And then on the Persian Gulf, they have these small little countries. The one of them is called Qatar, or Qatar, and it's a separate little peninsula out here. We have a humongous airfield on there, which I'm sure we can blow up and see somewhere. I'm not sure where it is here. But that was where he's deployed in support of Bahrain. That's another small country right there. And this is all next to Saudi Arabia, right? And Kuwait, we just studied about the Gulf War, and Iraq. Okay? So that would be a standard deployment for him. When he's married to this girl from Prescott, right?
Yes, sir.
So is she going to be lonely in Germany when he's gone with a newborn child? That's going to stink for her, except that the military supports you. And she's going to have 20 other spouses, male and female. They're going to have kids, and there'll be a support system for them. So it's not like you leave your spouse and that she has no support system, no friends, or no anything going on. So it'll work out well.
I'll answer your question from a single man's point of view. When I went to Germany, going to Germany is amazing. It's probably, like I told you, it's like the best time of my life. Like, you guys have to think about when you get older, you guys are going to want to go out to the night, enjoy nightlife, things of that nature. You guys are going to have as much fun as possible. Imagine here, you guys know, well, you'll learn when you guys get older. The clubs here close at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Clubs in Europe close at 6 o'clock in the morning. They open at 10 o'clock and they close at 6 o'clock in the morning. So you can be out partying for 8 hours straight.
This is his recruiting speech.
You just be telling me how I look at it. You get so much freedom to do things. Something that you guys don't know about overseas that in the States that you can't do, but you can do overseas. And I'm not saying this, it's the best thing to do. But if you're 18, you're allowed to drink when you're overseas. You're not allowed to drink in the States, but you're allowed to drink when you're in Europe. So if you want to drink at 18, because I know no high school student does that now. So if you guys want to drink at the age of 18, you're allowed to do that. Another great thing that I loved about Germany, traffic in the United States is terrible. I can't stand it. But in Germany, you can drive on the Autobahn. And the cars don't have governors or anything like that. So you can actually drive, like I drove a car 160 miles per hour on the Autobahn. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. When I was in Germany, I had a girlfriend there. She lived, I would say about 300 miles away. It only took me an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. So it was so much fun. She lived, I lived in, there's no speed limit. You go as fast as you want. Go as fast as you want. So,
that's terrible.
That's amazing. So if you have a very fast car or something like that, it's perfect.
Bugatti Veyron or like Bugatti Veyron.
You can just have a regular BMW there, and the BMWs go like 140, 160 miles per hour, and you'll be fine. I had like a Dodge Stratus. I had one of the only American cars because I bought it from somebody else on base. And I was going 120 all the time in my car before I switched over to another car. And people were like flying by me. I'm like, Geez, I'm going 120 miles per hour and people are flying past me because I had an American-made car and we can only go so fast. 'cause I had one of those
We can
government-
only go so fast.
So I was just like, geez. But I got a different car and I was able to travel as fast as I wanted to.
When you get to Germany, what kind of money do they like? Can you
They
exchange?
have euro. They have euro. And when you're in the States, you just get paid off of our BAH. That's our basic allowance for housing. But when you're in Europe, you get COLA. It's cost of living allowance. So if you're in Europe, you actually get paid more money than you do if you're in the States because the euro is worth more than the dollar. So like 1 euro equals like $1.50 or something like that. So they have to pay you more to make it even between the dollar and the euro. But if you shop on base all the time, which you will have, then you're making even more money because you're not shopping on shopping on the economy there.
So note to self, if you're ever deployed in Europe, always shop on base.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Always get your gas on base because people complain about gas prices here. It's like $3.50 or $3.60 a gallon. There, it's about $2.50 to $3 a liter. So you could be paying $12 a gallon just to